In a capital asset pricing model, we consider the market risk, which is measured in terms of a beta, to make an estimation of expected return. That is, the required rate of return expected by investors by making an investment into a particular stock. So here we consider a market risk instead of a stock specific risk, because the stock specific risk, which is measured in terms of a sigma or a standard deviation, is a unique one and which can be diversified. So that by creating a portfolio, you can minimize your stock specific risk or diversifiable risk. Now coming back to capital asset pricing model, the expected return is risk-free rate plus risk premium times beta. Whereas your risk premium is return on market minus risk-free rate, and the risk-free rate is an opportunity cost. That means instead of investing in this particular stock, if you invest the same money in any of the treasury bills or a treasury bonds, you will get interest on that, and which is a riskless. We cannot say the risk free, it is a riskless. So by investing in the particular stock, you are losing that opportunity. So you want to set off that opportunity cost, that is a risk free rate, plus for taking a risk by investing in this stock, that is a market risk, you are expecting a premium. So this is the basic idea of a capital asset pricing model. Now here, when you look at the beta estimations, the interest free rate will have a beta of a 0 because it remains a constant, whereas the market will vary from one day to the other. The next is that the beta of the market will be 1, in the sense, or if you regress market return against the market return, your beta will be 1. Using a capital asset pricing model, we try to find out the relationship between market risk and the expected return. We call this as a reward risk relationship. And when you do this, in the sense when you plot this reward risk relationship on a graphical manner, then we call that as a SML, that is a security market line. SML, that is a security market line, is a graphical presentation of risk reward relationship in the context of CAPM, that is a CAPM world. So now I'll explain you how we calculate the SML, security market line, and then how to interpret it. The security market line, which is called as an SML, is a graphical presentation reward risk relationship in a capital asset pricing model world. So here, if you recollect, the estimated return or expected return on a stock using a capital asset pricing model is risk-free rate plus return on market minus risk-free rate times beta. So in a SML, the risk-free rate will have a beta equals to 0, whereas the return on market will have a beta of 1, and the individual stocks beta may vary anywhere between a negative to positive number. Normally the beta values range from 0 to 3. This is just an assumption, but it may vary anywhere from negative number to the positive number. So keeping this in mind, how is it we are going to present it in SML is, here on your x-axis we have a beta, and on a y-axis you have a return. And let us say here you have your risk-free rate, then here you have your return on a market, and as we say that the beta of return on market is 1, and whereas for risk-free rate is 0. Okay, this is a security market line, and the security market line is a linear relationship between beta of a stock and expected return. That means if beta is high, obviously the expected return will also high. If beta is low, expected return will be low. So stocks having a beta greater than 1, we call them as aggressive stocks, and stocks beta having less than 1, we call them as a defensive stocks. Now how we are going to use this SML, security market line, is if return on a stock is higher than expected return, we say this as underpriced stock. If return on a stock is less than expected return, then we call this as a overpriced stock. Now, basing on underpriced or overpriced stocks, you can make an investment decision whether to buy a stock or sell a stock. This is a brief idea about a security market line. Thank you.